Well, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Life with SLR. We're gonna be doing it a little old school style today.
Yep, it's been a lot, honestly, you guys, the last couple of days. If you guys don't know what's been going on in the country and everything, and who we lost this past 10th itself, it's very devastating. And our heart and our prayers go out to Charlie Kirk's family and everybody out there in America, because this is insanity.
It's been a tremendous loss for everybody. I mean, honestly, just it's a tremendous loss for America, for the humanity, for free speech in general, just for optimism, for just civility. You know, it's like, there's no words. We had to take a few days to try to kind of gather what we wanted to say, because we feel really awkward with such a huge thing happening. Just going along, oh yay, we're so happy, we're building our homestead, while all the while, like, the world is burning around us.
No, I mean, we try to keep it as light as possible and to be sort of a source for you guys to get away from all that stuff, you know, and
we try to be your escape.
To be your escape from the news and the reality of life and everything else. But this reality is, it's hitting hard to us.
It's heavy.
You know? It's this one in particularly, you know, for somebody to get so pissed off over somebody's opinion. Like,
yeah, to take physical, to take it that level, to murder somebody. Physical violence.
Because of somebody's opinion. It's just, it's got me mad.
Yeah.
It's got me really, really mad. And I am trying to stay as Christian as I possibly can and not go down that path of thinking it, of, you know, all these bad things with it. Because it's just boggling to me in so many different ways, because, I mean, this is somebody that is literally just speaking their opinion.
And inviting other people to speak their opinion and giving them a platform to do so. So that way both sides of the argument can be heard and can be, you know, respectful civil discourse.
Correct.
You know, I mean, it's just, I can't believe that things have gotten taken this far and have been heated into such a way to where, I mean, people have been living in fear for a long time to speak their mind and, you know, even respectfully or even just to voice their opinion for a very, very long time. Especially since, you know, 2020, when people were getting kicked off of their platforms. And even before then, 2016, people started getting kicked off of their platforms and being silenced.
For voicing their opinions.
Yeah. And that's just, it's just insane to me how it, you know, people have been living in fear, you know, because you could say what you want, but you have to, you know that there's going to be consequences, sure, but your consequence shouldn't be your loss of life.
Over what you say.
Over what you say.
Over your opinion.
Physical bodily harm over what you say. I can understand people not wanting to hang out with you anymore. I could understand if it's so vile, even you losing your job over it, right? Because companies are private entities. They have the right to decide to employ you or not to employ you. I get all of that, right? Because I'm for free speech. Even if I don't like what you have to say, I will defend your right to say it.
Correct.
Even if I don't like what you have to say. And I don't have, that doesn't mean I have to hear it, right? Like if you're bombarding me with emails or you're bombarding me with all of this, I also have the right to say, nope, don't want to engage in that conversation, but I don't have the right to take away your speech, to literally cut your vocal cords.
Correct. That's the one thing I do not understand at all in so many different ways, okay? History has taught us over and over and over again, you know, to not repeat history. And we are always repeating history.
Yeah.
And it's to a point of what is going on? Why is it that nobody can put two and two together and realize, hey, there is a huge divide, and to a point where I'm an independent. I'll just say, I'll throw it out there for you guys, all right? It is somewhat of a political aspect, but I'm an independent and I'm a Christian, okay? So I try not to wish ill on anybody. But it is very hard to sit here and see what has been going on for the last years and say, oh, this side over here is literally trying to kill this side over here.
Literally.
And it is blatantly obvious because of a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Where is the honor? Where is the pride? Going that far into it to where now that, oh, you have a different opinion, I'm just gonna kill you.
What really honestly disgusts me was that Charlie Kirk was shot. He was a Christian. He was so bold in his faith and love of Christ and in his opinions, and allowing people also to have differing opinions and be respectful and still loving towards them. And what an example, what a human being, man. What a beautiful human being that I could only strive and wish to be like, because he emulated, in my opinion, from the things that I have seen, he emulated living a Christ-like life. And putting out there, you know, in love and also standing in truth. And Gary and I definitely don't get, there's certain things that we tend to shy away from on our platform because we know that you guys come to us to use us as your escape from whatever is going on in your life. You guys live vicariously through us, and for that we are absolutely blessed, and we're honored to be able to do that for you guys and to share our life and to share things with you. However, at times like these, this is our life. This is what's going on in our life. And although we don't, you know, we don't know Charlie in person, right?
No.
It's not that, but this is something that is affecting all of us. I wasn't alive when, like, you know, MLK was shot. I wasn't alive. That was happened in the 60s. That was in my mom's era, right? But he was peaceful, and he was killed because of his voice.
For civil liberties. For
civil liberties. And I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk and MLK are the same. They obviously are not. And they obviously, you know,
but they stood for the civil liberties.
And they were both strong Christian men.
They were. And my biggest thing is, to me, you know, there's three things that everybody in society knows that you just don't talk about.
Yeah, for polite conversation. For society
and for polite conversation, right?
Yeah.
The number one thing being religion. Okay, like most people don't really want to hear about it or anything else like that. Well, you know what? I'm Christian. If you don't like that, bye, I don't care. You choose to be here, all right? You don't choose to be here to bully us or be one of those. Okay, so I'm just saying, I didn't make you click it. Just saying. 2, politics. Nobody wants to hear the other side. Nobody does. I'm an independent, but I lean more Republican. Just saying.
Yeah, same, same.
I look at it in a sense of, I'm more of a constitutionalist than anything else. And the Constitution is something that has been literally ripped to pieces basically at this point and has been thrown out. And it's not, there's too many people that have died and fought and have bled for that Constitution. And for us to spit on it is ridiculous in this society, I'm just saying. 3, sports. One person likes one team and somebody else likes this other team, and if they don't like the same team, then there's headaches. And there's always some sort of bout one way or another. If one team wins, they're rioting, you know, the streets. If they
burning cars,
if they lose to this other team, but then their team wins, they're still out there rioting and destroying the streets. So it's, to me, I don't like sports. I hate sports. If anything, I'd rather watch, you know,
like the
X Games and, you know, the Olympics. However, this last go around of the Olympics pissed me off and pissed off a lot of people, because they literally tried to destroy God and Jesus and take away that from the Olympics and everything. It was literally trying to ixnay people out of the Olympics if they even brought them up or even wore a Jesus shirt or anything else like that.
Well, they would be
absolute ridiculous.
Oh, you know, you just won. You know, how do you feel about this? Oh, well, I want to thank Jesus. And camera cut off.
No.
You know, and then the opening ceremony was really weird, but I mean, this is months ago at this point, and now I digress, right?
Well,
so
I'm just saying, there's been so much in this country over the last few years.
That's just like the tip.
There's this, and I'm at the point of this. If you do not like our opinions to a point where you feel so disgusted in any which way, please leave us alone and get away from us.
Yeah.
I don't want you on here.
Yeah.
I don't want you anywhere near us. I don't want anything to do with you, to be quite frank. And I would hope that you would have some sort of dignity and some sort of, you know, ability to not click on somebody to try to bully them or cause some sort of grief or some sort of BS. It's the biggest reason why I hate social media in all sorts of actuality, because it's like high school. Yeah. There's so much drama and so much BS in it, it's not even funny.
You know, and it's funny because Gary and I, we were always the group hoppers in high school, and even to this day, I have friends that do not believe in Jesus. I have friends that are atheists. I got friends that believe in the Wiccan stuff. I got Muslim friends. We got Jewish friends. Like, it really does not matter to me. So the faith part, right? We are going to stand in what we feel is right and what we feel is true, and we're going to live our lives accordingly. I'm not going to force you to live your life according to what I believe in, but I'm also not going to cower anymore. No. And and it's not that we were ever ashamed, but we were living our, we live our lives to make other people comfortable, right? Because that's polite and that's nice. All the while, everyone else doesn't really care about our comfort. Right? And I'm not going to go out of my way to make people uncomfortable, but at the same time, I'm not going to make myself uncomfortable anymore by covering who we are and by shying away from what we believe is the truth anymore. Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain in the nicest.
At this point, I don't care what society says that we can't speak about. We should all be able to speak about what we want to speak about, or be able to say what we want to say.
Charlie
if you want to go,
just died for that.
Correct. That is some BS right there and shouldn't have ever happened. And I can't believe that that happened. And for the people that are cheering for that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It just, oh my, man, you guys are insane, dude.
I think the most disgusting video that I have seen so far, right? Aside from the close-up and personal video, which I'm sure many of you have seen it as well, okay? And it's heartbreaking and it's jolting and it's just, my God, I literally cried out to the Lord when I seen that. I just was like, my God. And I knew immediately, I was like, he can't, there's no coming back from that one. Oh. But the most disgusting video that I've seen with the cheering and stuff, literally within seconds of him getting shot, there was some guy in the crowd that gets up, he puts his arms up and he's cheering and he's looking around the crowd to like who's going to be cheering with him. I know a lot of you have seen that video and seen that footage, and whoever you are that actually did that, you should be ashamed of yourself and you should cry out for mercy and you should repent, because that is absolutely disgusting. How could you cheer and
for the death of somebody? I don't even wish that upon you, but it's hard for me not to. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me not to. For anybody that is cheering on that, because it's like, are you kidding me right now? You are literally scum. Literally. You are literally scum.
And I don't care.
Don't need to be on here, but that's not my place or anybody else's place to say.
Judge by 12.
Exactly. It's not my judgment to call. However, I'm going to say yeah, I don't want anything to do with that.
And if you're the type of person that is like going to make excuses or think that that is vindicated,
please get out of our life.
Leave. And listen, I can only imagine, like, Gary and I are public figures because we do YouTube for a living, okay? That being said, even though we're not political, we don't really share our faith very much. We don't watch sports, so we don't share about sports because we don't care about sports, okay? No. We have received death threats. For what? For building a house? Even though we don't touch on these touchy subjects, we have received death threats. We have received, our children have also received them, right? So we have received warnings. There's many of times, and I mean, when I have to sit and contemplate, do I want to go to a meetup? I don't enjoy letting people, I try to keep our privacy extremely private because we know that there are very sick individuals out there. Now, Gary and I, again, we're Second Amendment people. I mean, it is what it is. That is saying exactly what I need to say there. We carry. So if you are seeing us, we more than likely are carrying. It's like Casper, whether you see it or not, hey. But if me and Gary are on the receiving end of that, not being in politics, not really being religious speakers, not having anything to do with sports, which those three things are the biggest things that incite emotions out of people. And if we're receiving that, I can only imagine the pressure and the courage that it took for Charlie and for any of these people on the platforms, any of the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, right? I can only imagine the courage and the tenacity and just the balls, guys, just that it takes to be able to continue to speak in what is true and to be able to hold tight to their person. And I am inspired. I am absolutely inspired, and I'm not going to be not shame. I don't like saying that word because I've never been ashamed, but we have always kind of sheltered back. But if we're getting it anyway, like
we've been reserved.
We've been reserved. That's a great word.
I'm done being reserved. I'm done trying to cater to everybody else's needs and wants. If, my needs and wants is what makes people want to kill me, then whatever. I'm done. I'm done trying to sit here and hide and try to reserve myself so that way you guys could feel some sort of way or whatever, or be happy, No. I'm going to be speaking, I'm going to be saying, I'm going to be doing whatever I can to know that my kids will actually be able to have a country to live in.
Yeah, our kids were going to have a civil world to live in, and a good world, a healthy world, one that is going to continue to develop them as wonderful people that they are, I'm just disgusted, and my stomach, I literally threw up. I literally threw up. Bile came from my stomach out of my body because I felt so sick at what is happening and what has happened. And again, this is somebody that I've never met. I'm not even like the biggest follower, right? However, just like many of you guys, I've seen debates, I've seen the shorts, I've seen videos, I've listened to both sides of arguments.
Which he had the best platform for both sides to be there.
Mm-hmm. And he went on different people's things too. He went on shows of people that are not aligned with his beliefs. He went into the lion's den, so to speak, and was unafraid. And there was one thing, throughout the last few days, as you guys know, all of this happened on Wednesday. Today is Friday. We had great days on Wednesday. Honestly, wonderful day.
Yeah.
We were planning on coming online and talking to you guys about how everything went, on that afternoon. But then we got the news of what happened, and and then honestly, yesterday, being a 9/11, I was kind of going through some of that stuff too. And then also just what just happened. And I was too emotional yesterday. I was so emotionally drained. I slept a lot yesterday. Just because I was just so drained. I slept so much. But I want the world to be a beautiful place for our children to grow up. Gary and I moved out here to reclaim the simple things in life. All right? We go and we help a lot of different people. Just because we help people does not mean that they're our bestie. Just because you have seen them on our channel does not mean that they're our bestie. Does not mean that we align with views and stuff. But guess what? We still show love to those people. And it doesn't make us better. It doesn't make anything like that. That's just because that is what we believe you are supposed to do in this life. You are supposed to love your neighbors. You are supposed to try to live an honest and helpful life.
Help the community and help your neighbors to be a good person, to, you know.
And we don't preach at people. We try to live by example, right? So we don't need to run around telling everybody that, hey, we're Christians, we believe in God, because they can see that with the things that we do.
I did this, you know.
Yeah, oh, look at me, I helped, you know, pay for this thing for that person, or hey, look at me, I did this. We are very reserved with that kind of stuff because we believe that what we do will show.
It's better.
You know what I'm saying?
It's better for it not to be spoken.
But I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I was starting to think about all of the different things that I had been seeing on social media throughout the last couple of days. And one of the most powerful things that I have seen, it was words by Charlie Kirk, and he was being asked, what do you want to be remembered as? Like, if you were to pass, what do you want to be remembered of? And first and foremost, he wants to be remembered as a child of God. And he wants to be remembered for his faith, and then his love of family and his love of country. And he said in that order. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. If I was to die tomorrow, what would you guys remember us as? The people that built a house? Awesome. That's great. But that will not outlive us. That's not a legacy. A house is just, you know, a house, it's sticks and stones, right?
It'll be a legacy for my family, but not of me.
I want my heart. I want my heart to be my legacy.
Correct.
And in our heart of hearts, 100%, I've never denied it. I have never ever shied away from it. However, I have been less vocal than I think that we really should be, especially being given the position that we are in here on YouTube. And the fact that literally everything in our life has been given to us. And sometimes there's been times where it's like, how can this be possible? There is no way, but guess what? God made a way. Yeah. We have such a strong testimony, and I think that little by little we're going to start sharing this extremely strong testimony with you guys, because from me and Gary getting together, to our house in Arizona, to getting this property off of the wrong phone number, to every single thing, all of these skill sets that we've been able to do, all of the ups, the downs, where we come from as people, as children, things in our childhood that you guys might not know of, all these obstacles that we've had to overcome to be in this position right here today. I do not want to squander this beautiful megaphone that we have been given. And if I can use it for one purpose and one purpose only, it is to sit here and tell you right now that Jesus is Lord.
Yes.
And God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Ghost, three very separate, distinct as one, are for you. Regardless of your particular opinion on that, I want to be known for my faith.
Yeah.
I want to be known that, guess what? My mama was a wisdom warrior. My mama, she loved the Lord. That's what I want my kids to know about me. And I want them to be resting assured that if something was to ever happen to me, they know where I'm at. And they'll meet me there.
No. And it's, I don't know, I'm so boggled in so many different ways that somebody would be taken out over their opinion. And if you look at history, it happens over and over and over again. When is it that society is going to understand that that's not okay and that's not the way it needs to be? I'm going to say this. Be prepared in all ways of your life, because things are coming way more than what people even understand, I feel like. And this is the growing pains and the beginning of something even bigger, I feel like, unfortunately. And if you're not prepared, it's going to really, really suck. There's been so many things pushing out there in society to be saying, hey, prepare, 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 prepare. If you guys don't wake up and be prepared, I don't know what's going to happen, you know?
And that means stock up your toilet paper, stock up your water, stock up your medicine, stock up your staples. But also
your knowledge.
Stock up your knowledge and stock up your heart.
Yes.
Get yourself right with God, guys. Seriously, there is nothing else. There is absolutely nothing more important than that. And I know that I have, like I said, we have plenty of friends that are non-believers, and I still love you. I have friends that I love you. You don't believe, I love you. You believe in something else, I still love you. But I think that the whole world right now needs to get right inside their soul, inside their spirit. If examine, take a real good look on the things that you are celebrating. If you're celebrating evil like that, and there's no other way to put it, that's just evil. Murder is evil.
Yes.
If you are celebrating that, re-examine your life, re-examine your goals, your heart. Change your trajectory, because I would imagine that if you're celebrating stuff like that, you are a very unhappy person. And I want you to be happy. I want you to live a life that you are proud of and that you are happy and you feel fulfilled every single day. And, you know, I read something a while ago, and it's like, if people can hate for no reason, then why can't I love? And I choose love. I choose to love you. And my reason, it doesn't come from me. Like, it does not come from me. The only reason why I even have any of the strength or any of the desire or any of that is because of God and what He's done for me. And so if people can hate for no reason, I can choose to love. And I want that to be what you guys carry on through you guys. And I want that to be something that you guys carry with you throughout today. The world is, it can be a very bad, dark place, but at the same time, I know it can be a very beautiful and good place. And we always try to focus on the positives, and we try to be that positive for you guys, and we are, and we will. It can be very, very difficult sometimes, but I want to give you guys encouragement. I don't want you guys to feel dismayed and discouraged. I want you guys to be encouraged, because all this particular incident did is it awoken a lion in a lot of us. It really did. If
you ain't awake, you need to wake up and understand preparedness is a big thing, and this world is it's going nuts and crazy all over. It's not just here.
No.
So it's very eye-opening and very just gut-wrenching in so many different ways. And my heart and my prayers go out to Charlie Kirk's family.
Yeah.
And for all those that, you know, are dealing with a lot of anguish during this, like, it's just mind-boggling to me. I can't believe that somebody would go that far over somebody's opinion.
Keep guiding yourselves. Stay studied up, guys. Stay prepared. Keep your home prepared. Keep your provisions prepared. Keep your head on a swivel. And even if you are prepared, there is evil lurking around the world. And I'm aware of that. Gary's aware of that. We are aware of that.
We're always on
it doesn't mean that it won't
alert.
come knocking on my door. Lord, please put a hedge of protection over us, and we are here to do the will.
Yes. So
I don't know, guys. We're a ball of emotion, but real quick, I know you guys have noticed we haven't put anything out on Simple Life Reclaimed the last few days. there's why I haven't been
What's been going on, y'all?
I haven't really been in the mindset to sit in front of my computer and edit. It takes a lot of brain power and concentration, and I have not had that yet. I've been prayed up. Honestly, I've been prayed up, and I've been watching the news and trying to see the updates, and then I've been sleeping because I've just been very, it's been taking it out of me. So I'm gonna try to get a video out on Simple Life Reclaimed for you guys today. I'm gonna do my best. So keep your guys' notifications and stuff turned on for that. You guys can see where we're at with the house build. I wanna thank you guys so much for allowing us this space and this time. And when I say allowing us, I mean,
for coming and watching. For
coming and watching and listening. And if, you decide that this is not your cup of tea anymore, we respect that, right? Nope. I want to thank you for giving the mutual respect to us.
Correct.
That we are going to give to you. And if you guys have differing opinions, make a YouTube channel. Put your opinions out there. Do what you got to do. Be heard. You got the same opinions. You can do it too. There's nothing stopping you. You want to be heard? Go ahead. We will not accept any threats around here. We will not accept any name calling. We do have a community guidelines down below. So before you guys type your comment, make sure that you are following the community guidelines. If you want a microphone, pick one up, make a YouTube channel, do what you got to do. Speak it from the rooftops, tag us in it. I don't care. Do what you got to do.
Yep.
That being said, though, we're going to try to be back here on Real Life with SLR. I'm going to try tomorrow, guys, but it's just been a very emotional week. Wednesday was fabulous. I spent the day with my niece, and Gary, you went over and spent the day with Drew. Yep. Got a lot of work done over at Drew's Lens place.
Yeah.
And then we came home, and then we saw everything that's been going on, and it just kind of sunk us out a little bit. Today, we didn't really, like I said, yesterday was just a wash, and then today we do have plans. We're going to be getting a lot of work done. We're going to be hanging out with Danielle and David, Come On Homesteading, and Don't Have a Clue. They're going to come on over today, and we've got some big plans with them, and we're going to be getting going on a lot of things. So more recording and more progress and more stuff. We're gonna get back in shape to be your guys' escape.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna do it.
But however, we aren't gonna be reserving ourselves from here on out.
No.
You're gonna hear us speak our minds because, yeah, we need to be able to talk about our opinions. Anybody and everybody should be able to talk about their opinions. And if, like I said, if you feel so disgusted with it to that point, get out of here, please.
Yeah.
For the love of God, leave us all alone.
We'll be just fine.
We'll be perfectly fine.
We'll be just fine. Okay? But we're running. We've been sitting here yammering. Before we leave, I just want to say a quick prayer with you guys.
Yep.
So whether you guys, like I said, if you guys are Christians, great, join with us. If you aren't, then just moment of silence, whatever. But this is us, this is who we are. So we're gonna say a very quick prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day and for spending this time with us and for all of our friends watching us. Please watch out for Charlie Kirk and his family. I know that you've welcomed him into your kingdom with open arms. Watch out for his beautiful wife and his children, his mother, his father. Any of his relatives, that I know that they're hurting. The entire nation is hurting right now, Lord. Please continue to guide us and for us to do your will, and please heal the heart of this nation. We need civil discourse. Everybody does not need to be the same, but we need to be respectful of each other, and we need to really love each other. Your two greatest commandments were to love God and to love your neighbor. And Lord, please continue to give us the strength to do those things every single day and continue to grow our children and to know the word and to grow our children in your will and your light. Continue to make us good stewards of your word and continue to guide us and to shelter us. And all of the people watching and listening to this right now, Lord, please protect them and heal their hearts and give them comfort, because you are the comforter, Lord. And we ask of these things and we say these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Bye, you guys.
Take it easy. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.